the voice is clear and you can also see me properly. Welcome everyone to this session on how to use newspapers, articles, etc. to make your reading comprehension more powerful and stronger. We do this twice a week. If you have not watched the previous sessions, please make sure you watch all of them. So let me see if somebody is present in the session. I can already see some of you. Preeti is there, Aditi Agarwal, Malya, Preeti Kashyap. You have two Preetis. Vinayak, Iram. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Good to see you. I am going to wait for a couple of more seconds so that some of your friends can join. Some of them are still not there. I'm just going to wait for a couple of them. Hariom has come, Prerna, Anisha. Good afternoon, everybody. And let me see if somebody is there. Yes, Muskan has joined. Vanshika has joined. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. So I hope you know what we do in this session. If you're new to this session, let me quickly tell you. So we take some article from newspapers, magazines, even sometimes passages from books, and we read them together. We pay attention to vocab usage, we pay attention to the structure of the writer, the way the author is writing it, and then we try to answer some questions from the passage. Twice a week we do this. In case you have missed the previous sessions, make sure you watch them. Krishna, hello. Niti, good afternoon. All right, so I think we can move ahead now. In case I missed your name, please don't think I am ignoring. It's just that there might be some too many names and I can miss sometimes. Prerna is there, Rakhi, Lakshmi, Tijan, Sakshi, Kajal, Chanchal, Rishita. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you all. Sijan says my RC is not improving. Sijan, improvement comes from deliberate practice. Okay, unless you are practicing at a scale which can improve your RC, no effective result would come. What I mean by that is, we tend to do few things here and there. 1 RC today, 2 RCs tomorrow, and then we think it should impact our preparation and my RC course should go up. It doesn't happen like that. Okay, it will improve only if you do more than what an average person is doing. For example, doing 3 RCs back to back every single day can help. Analyzing all the questions and their answers may help. If you analyze why you are going wrong, it will impact your RC course. If you learn how to eliminate choices better, it would help you get better scores. So you have to do everything. It cannot happen overnight, and it cannot happen by solving 1 or 2 RCs. Okay. All right, let's begin now. Nancy, good afternoon. Bhavesh, no problem at all. Akash, hello. You are welcome, Bhavesh. So should we begin? Yep, we should start. Everybody is present, I think, by now. So as you know, I do expect that you guys would be here when we conduct these sessions for CLAT 2024 aspirants, correct? So get a good pick clicked and keep it ready along with your scorecards for the next round so that we can have you here next time, correct everybody? So get a good pick clicked and prepare well so that you can be here next time. Okay, Achievers Corner types, and we have a bigger corner again. All right. Okay, Adarsh has joined. Akarsh, no, sorry, it's Akarsh actually. Akarsh has joined. Hello, hello Akarsh. Okay, so here is the passage. Let's read it together. I'm going to read it with you so that if there is something that I need to explain, I can explain it along with. Okay, I'm going to use my highlighter. I'm not going to write anything, but I would use the highlighter to point out what am I focusing at. Okay, you can read at your own pace, but I have to read with you so that you at least get the hang of it better. In 2008, an Indian author, proper Indian, not just Indian origin, author is emphasizing. Whenever we use double inverted commas, we use them A for quoting someone, right? Abraham Lincoln said, democracy is by the people. double inverted comma, or we use it to emphasize. Now that emphasis can be positive, negative, all those things, but we use it for emphasis. Won the Booker Prize. Okay. Can we infer from this, everyone, that two things are very clear? That it looks like an Indian author, whatever the author's name is, was the first proper Indian who got a Booker Prize. And we can also say that before this author, others also got the Booker Prize from India, but they were only Indian origin. Indian origin means probably their ancestors were Indians, but they were not born and brought up in India, maybe. Something like that. Proper Indian, not just Indian origin. So he is very clearly differentiating. Okay. Won the Booker Prize. Looks like a big prize. Usually, this prestigious international literary award comes with an exaggerated sense of adulation. What is adulation, everybody? Please type as quick as you can. What is adulation? Give me a word without Googling, okay? Please don't Google. Let's be honest this time, okay? Yes, please. Akarsh Kumar says, my RC takes time. Akarsh, I have done a lot of videos on this topic, how to increase your speed, etc. You can watch them on our channel. And you can attend these classes regularly. We conducted on Monday and Wednesday. Adulation is praise. Very good. The first correct answer came from Rishita Chaudhary. Adulation does not mean excessive praise. It means praise. Praise of a higher order. Tomorrow, suppose you get first rank in CLAT, you might get a lot of adulation from your neighbors. They would come and say, we always knew this kid will do something great. Your relatives would be like, oh, he is my nephew, he is my niece. We always knew from very early. This person will do something, has got in it, will do something big. We knew it. Suppose you become Supreme Court Chief Justice tomorrow. Your people from, like, your villages who have never known you before will know you. Because all these things bring adulation. Adulation is big praise. Big praise. So it says, winning Booker Prize gets you praise. Not so for Arvind Adiga's The White Tiger. Author is saying if you win a Booker Prize, it gets you a lot of praise. But it did not happen with Arvind Adiga's The White Tiger. Now you would say, naturally you would say, why did it not happen with Arvind Adiga's White Tiger? That's probably what the paragraph is all about. In reviews, essays, and the quite supercilious conversations at the parties of the English-speaking India, the story about a driver who kills, cheats, and steals his way to a better life was subtly denigrated. English-speaking people talked about the book and they did not like the character of a driver killing, cheating, and stealing his way to a better life. Who did not like it? Upper class Indians. English speaking Indians in India typically mean upper class. Rich, wealthy, went to convent schools, good schools. Rich and wealthy. Now, next question. Supercilious. What is supercilious? Anybody? Can you type the words meaning? Supercilious? Anybody? So the previous one was correctly answered by Rishita, I think. She was the first person who gave the correct answer. Can you tell what is supercilious? Let's see who gives me the first correct answer. Okay. Muskan says arrogant on the app, and Iram got it right first on the YouTube. Well done, Iram. Well done, Muskan. Supercilious basically means arrogant. somebody who thinks himself superior to others. Okay, so see what it is talking about. It says, in reviews, essays, and the quite arrogant conversation at upper class parties in India, a story about a driver who kills, cheats, and steals his way to the better life was subtly means not openly, in a very fine manner, not openly, denigrated means criticized, it was looked down upon. People simply said it was horrendous, it was horrible, it was terrible. How can you write something like this in a book? Please tell me yes or no, everybody. Can we say that the author is essentially saying that this book and the character in the book both were not liked by the upper classes of India? And can we also expect why did it happen will be answered by the author very clearly. Let's see. Its artificiality, its lack of literary merit, and even the act of trying to write in English in the first person of the invisible servants who subsidize our comfort. Subsidize our comforts means they basically make us comfortable at a very nominal charge or very nominal rate, practically free of cost. There were a plethora means a lot of reasons to hate the book. Have you guys understood why the author is saying the book was hated? The upper class India, whose lives are made comfortable by these invisible servants. The book was about one such servant, and the upper class India could not take it. Why? Because upper class India is supercilious, upper class India is arrogant. It couldn't take. Now let's see what the author is saying next. Yes or no? It's a beautiful article. Stay till the very end, and I'll tell you where did I take it from. Very interesting article. Then it says, but at least one of the reasons that people like us found the White Tiger so uncomfortable was this. Despite the veneer means facade, mask. Despite the mask of modernity, sophistication, and the liberal conceit means arrogance, of the global citizenship, people from upper class India, they think they are modern, they are sophisticated, they are almost arrogant about their global citizenship. They think they belong to the entire world, but it's all a mask. It's all a mask. Despite the mask of all this, Adiga's book held up a mirror to the truth. This book actually showed the reality of this kind of upper class. We dare not truly acknowledge. We are, so many of us, exploiters. The book basically showed that all this mask of being modern, sophisticated, liberal, or bakwas. Upper class India is basically exploiters. Upper class India is basically nothing else but exploiters of the lower class people who make their lives comfortable. Author is very clearly not happy with the upper class. Can we say that? Right? This helps you decide the tone. All right. Iram says it got Booker Prize. Yes. Look at the first line, Iram. It won the Booker Prize. The book Arvind Adiga's. Have you not heard of it? The White Tiger got a Booker Prize, and I saw an OTT series also on this. Very well made. I don't remember the name. Was it White Tiger or not? I don't remember, but it was very well made. Or was it a movie? I don't recall. On August 21, the Noida police arrested. Now, do you guys realize that the first two paragraphs were basically a preface to the main point of the author. It gives you the background, sets the background. But here is the actual point. On August 21st, the Noida police arrested Bhavya Roy for misbehaving with the security guard at the gate of the luxury condominium where she resides. Misbehaving, I think, would be an understatement if you have seen the video. In a video of the incident, she can be seen threatening him and some other guards with violence, showing them, saying she will castrate them, and making slurs against people from a particular state. Her sleeves were rolled up, her demeanor dangerously aggressive. Behind this confidence is a simple truth. Author is saying Where do you think this lady got all this courage to do this to a security guard? If she were aware that if she does this, she would go to jail and she would spend like maybe 5 or 10 years behind the bars, then probably she would not have done it. Then where did she get the confidence from? Behind this confidence is simple truth, which Miss Roy, like many of us, likely knows instinctively. Instinctively means from within, you just know it, even if she cannot justify it intellectually. And what is the truth? The system and society provide an impunity. Impunity means freedom from punishment. In a country like India, society and system both provide, they allow us freedom from punishment. They allow this sort of unforgivable behavior that would never be deployed against people who are considered social equal. Now pay attention to the last line, everyone. Very interesting last line. It says, people from upper class instinctively know that they can do all this to people belonging to lower classes. They will never do it with people who are equal. So a Miss Bhavya Roy will not do the same thing with another Miss Bhavya Roy. She would do it to a security guard, a maid, a driver, or a gardener in her locality. Why? Because she knows that she will not be punished no matter what. So very clearly, where is this idea coming from that you can do this? Instinctively, inherently, people from upper class believe that people are not equal. Some are below them, and they do it therefore very openly. Correct? What these incidents highlight once again is that a feudal sense of entitlement continues to be the defining characteristic of Indian society. Feudal sense of entitlement. Feudal sense basically means people are inherently upper class, middle class, lower middle class, and so on and so forth. It is just that the qualitative difference between the casual sense of superiority of the past and now is an enhanced fear. Now look at this line. What is the author saying? Author is saying earlier people would take this superiority for granted. People would believe, okay, I am from this class, I am from this caste, I am superior. Now, however, there is a fear. Now what is the next question you have? What is that fear? Right? So before I move on, let me quickly ask you, did you guys notice the quality of writing? Did you see how beautifully the author first gave you a background and then he brought you to a current situation, current news, and then the author will again take you back to that background and connect the two. Very beautiful writing. Okay, yes or no? Krishna, no problem. It's a very beautiful piece of writing. Let's read further. What is the fear? This is the same fear that Adiga's novel taps into. One day, the underpaid and unrespected driver, maid, security guard, nanny or cook will get fed up with the people and system that exploits them, and they will take their due, because those living in the condominium and the bungalow know that the country has changed. Now see what is the author saying. Author is saying that people earlier used to take their superior class or superiority in the society for granted. I am a zamindar, I don't care about you, right? I am from this high class, I don't care about you. But now there is a fear. What is that fear? That these people who you exploit, you dominate, one day will come back and you will have to pay. That time will come because the country has changed for sure. Now question is, why is the author saying that? Read. The security guard can hope to become a supervisor and his daughter can be an academic. With urban lifestyle increasingly becoming the norm and aspiration becoming widespread, there is less deference. Deference means when you show respect from the working classes. The videos of abuse and exploitation can make one feel despondent. Despondent means sad about the regressive. Regressive means obsolete, old-fashioned tendencies in a society, but that isn't the whole or even the larger story. Author is saying that you might feel Indian society is still the same. Some people are superior, some are inferior, but that is not the case. People who are working classes, who are considered from the lower classes, they don't take it lightly anymore. Okay. Again, question is, why is the author saying that? It is important to see the silver lining in the disturbing video from Noida. The security guard who was being abused did not respond in kind. In kind means did not respond physically. So this lady kept on abusing him, shoved the guy, threatened to kill the guy and whatnot. He did not physically assault her or got into a fight. But he did not cower either. Cower basically means to get absolutely scared. He did not cower either. Along with his comrades are friends, he told his assaulter not to speak to him the way she was. And in a moment of righteous anger, righteous means morally correct. At one moment, this guy thought that what I am doing is correct and I don't care who you are, flung his identity card to the ground because she was threatening his job. She was saying, I'll get you fired. He said, I don't care about it. Take the iCard right now. I don't care, but you can't abuse me like that. What does it show? It shows the attitude of the working class. They do not really worship you just because you belong to a high class. The elite may not have changed in substance. They may still believe that they can get away with criminally abusive behavior, and they may deploy all their means to maintain their identity power. But those they seek to oppress in a far more dignified and civilized manner now often know how to hold their own. 3-4 things are very clear from this beautiful article. Yes, it appeared today in Indian Express. I thought I'll share this with you. I hope you liked the article and I hope you liked the fact that we're reading it together. In case you did that, please make sure press the like button also right now, because I can see the number of students watching the live session is more and the number of likes is on the lower side. So please make sure you do that. It helps us reach more number of students and makes us super happy if you can do that. So this, I took it from today's Indian Express newspaper, written by Akash Joshi, and let me tell you that I really like the article. Did you like the article? Did you understand what the author was saying? Yes or no? In case you are struggling with your reading comprehension passage skills, make sure you try doing this with an article, and if needed, read it 2, 3 or 4 times. Pay attention to all the word usage. If a word is hard, find the meaning, but read it thoroughly. Try to understand the whole context. Why is the author saying it? What are the meanings of these hard words? And slowly and steadily you would see the understanding will become extremely high class. So let me know in case you liked it. That would make me bring more such articles in future. So let me quickly tell you again, what do you think we read? The author starts with Arvind Adiga's book and the hatred of the character by the upper classes. Why? Because it was shown to be a person who kills, cheats and steals, and upper classes are scared of such characters. They want their drivers to be drivers. They want their maids to be maids. They don't want their drivers to talk back, or maids to talk back, or nannies to talk back, or cooks to talk back. They want them to be at a lower level. That's it. And this book did not show that. Correct. Then it talks about an incident, and it talks about how upper class people treat the so-called lower class people. But it also tells you that things are not anymore the same. Things have changed. It tells you how it has changed. It also gives you the example of the security guard, that he did not become abusive or he did not become physically aggressive, but he also did not take it lightly. He said, I don't care about the job, you can keep it, but you can't talk to me like this. That's a change of attitude the author talks about. I hope you understood the entire paragraph. Well, I think now we can have a look at 1 or 2 questions quickly. Yes, everyone, if you're watching me for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel also. That makes us reach more number of students, and also you would get notifications if you press the bell icon whenever we upload new sessions, which we keep on doing every single day. Okay, all right. Here is the first question, everybody. If you have understood the paragraph properly, I think you can answer it directly without any problem. Yes, please. I am waiting for your answer. You have read the paragraph. Those on the app, please respond. Lakshmi Gunappa, deference means respect. Deference is respect for someone. Okay. Iram, yes, that's very correct. Well done. Can we have the answer, please? Lakshmi has already answered. So if you have stayed with me in the last 15 minutes, you know the answer directly, instinctively, correct? No problem at all. Absolutely. Now Anisha says C, others are saying D. Let's check. All right. The central message. So first, let me first ask, did the passage talk about caste? Correct. The passage does not talk about caste as such. It talks about class. So A is definitely out. So Hariom, is it clear? Sijan, did you notice why your answers go wrong in RC? Because you do not pay attention. The passage does not talk about caste anywhere, but you have marked A as the correct answer. This is the problem. If you do not pay attention to these tiny things, very clearly your accuracy will not improve. Is it clear? Right? It does not talk about caste, so A is very clearly out. Option B says the domination of the people from lower classes is acceptable in India, though the situation is changing for the better. Good option. Okay, good option, very good option, because it says domination of people from lower classes. It is talking about a certain class of people, and it talks about that being acceptable, right? But it also says it is changing. So B looks like a good option. Anisha said B. Before that everybody was saying A, but now I also have other answers, C and D also. Now let's check C. Indian upper class is used to dominating people it considers lesser, though there is a silver lining. Indian upper class, talking about specific class, is accustomed to, habituated to dominate people it considers lesser. Good point. There is a silver lining. Point is, what is that silver lining? Slightly vague. Okay. But option B says changing for the better, means people are not getting dominated the way they were getting dominated. So option B is slightly better than C. Okay, let's check D. India should stop exploiting its lower classes. India. Is the paragraph about India or the Indian upper classes? Is it clear, everybody, why option D has a big problem? As they will one day rise up and then the upper class will suffer. Too extreme. The paragraph does not talk about India, it talks about upper classes. A paragraph does not say that upper class will suffer. That point is nowhere mentioned. One day they will rise up, possible. They are rising up right now also, possible, but they will make the upper classes suffer. Where is that suffer coming from? So can I say that D very clearly is out, A very clearly is out? Between B and C, C is slightly vaguer, but B is broadly the best out of all the choices. Did you understand this, everybody? Why the answer is B for Bombay? Let me know in the chat box in case you understood it. Yes or no, everyone? Is it understood why C is not the clear marker, clear answer? Silver lining is not very obvious. So a much better answer is option D. All right. Iram says I got understood how, and now how to see little things. Yes, these little things make all the difference. Remember, guys, the devil is in the detail. Always. Okay. All right, everyone. Which of the following is not correct according to the passage? This one is easy. If you like the session, make sure you also tell your friends about this. We meet on Monday and Wednesday. And in case you're watching me after the session is over, you can also write it in the comment box the kind of paragraphs, passages, articles you want me to handle and you want me to read with you. Okay. You can also mention what kind of problems you face so that we can try and come up with remedial sessions. Okay. Feel free to do that. We'll be more than honored and happy. What's the correct answer, guys? Hariom says B. Iram says B. All right, absolutely. Very good. Yes. Hariom, well done. You got the previous question wrong, but you have done a good job. Which of the following is not correct? Option B says Booker Prize always ensures praise and prestige. Arvind Adiga's book is an exception. It shows that it does not always ensure praise and prestige. Correct. His book did not get it. His writing did not get it. Very clearly the correct answer is B, because A, C and D are all correct. White Tiger features a character that murders someone, yes. Lower classes in India may not remain so sometimes in future, yes. The reason Indian upper class takes the lower class for granted is that it considers lower people class as less equal. Absolutely, yes, mentioned. But B is the correct answer. Well done, guys. This one I think all of you got right. Okay. What is the answer to this question, everyone? Let's see how many of you can answer it correctly. This is the second last question, everyone, or maybe the last third, but let's see if you can get it right. The question says the tone of the author in the sentence in 2008, an Indian author, proper Indian, not just Indian origin, won the Booker Prize is. All right, let me see. What answers am I getting? Vinayak says A, Anisha D, A, D, A, D, A, D. Muskan, what's your answer? A, D, A. Okay. So the first statement, most of the answers are A, followed by D, and any other answer? No. So far I have not received any correct answer. Okay, I can now see one correct answer, only one correct answer. Krishna, yes, good answer. Ria Verma, yes. Sijan gave the first correct answer. So let me first ask you, do you really think when the author says in 2008, an Indian author, proper Indian, not just Indian origin, this person is proud about the statement? He is explaining this. He is saying that he was proper Indian and not just Indian origin. You really think it's a positive tone? He's proud about it. I hope you understand the author's context. Author is saying he got the Booker Prize and he was proper Indian, okay? So you really think it's a positive one? Absolutely, Ram, that's correct. He's mocking, he's making fun of the fact. He's saying he was proper Indian, not even Indian origin, and still he did not get any respect. He's basically mocking. What is the meaning of sneering? Sneering basically means mocking. The correct answer is C for Calcutta. Is it clear, everybody? Please remember, guys, tone questions can be answered only if you pay attention to the context. You can't otherwise do it. You have to get into the author's head to get the correct answer. Is it clear? I hope it is clear. All right, let's try again. This one is pretty easy. Very, very easy. Let's see who can give me the correct answer first and the fastest. Let's check, everyone. This one is pretty easy. I think you can all answer very, very fast. No problem at all. Let's see who gives me the first correct answer. Muskan, the answer for this question is D or the previous one? Okay, let's see. Iram says D, Rishita B, Muskan says D, Rishita, oh so sorry, Neha B, Prerna B, Ria A. All right, I'll tell you the correct answer. The correct answer to this question is very clearly, what is the correct answer? Let me change my marker. Okay, let me try writing with it. Most inappropriate replacement. Supercilious means arrogant, haughty, conceited. Conceited means arrogant. Arrogant means haughty. Haughty means supercilious. Super means upper. Super means above others. Okay, full of the feeling that you are above others. Supercilious. That is why when somebody calls you haughty, be very careful about the spelling. Okay, What is the correct answer? Supercilious does not mean humiliated. That is why the correct answer is D for Delhi. Absolutely. So who gave the first correct answer? Let me check. I think Iram gave the first correct answer. And congratulations, Iram. I think Muskan, you also gave the correct answer, and Krishna, you as well. So I hope you guys liked the session. I hope you learned something from it. In case you did, do let me know what do press the like button, subscribe button, bell icon, and whatever else you can do. But at the same time, please let me know, do let me know in the comment box, not in the chat, comment box, if you want me to take up any specific area that you guys think you have not practiced, or nobody is guiding you there, or you think it's weak for you and I can help you any which way. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. Okay, everybody, I hope you found the session useful. Thank you so much for joining me here and sparing your valuable time. Thank you so much, everyone. Please take care. Goodbye. Thank you.